Hi, I'm Amber, and I've moved from the UK to the US aged 28 with my husband Josh and our little boy Rory. I'm on a mission to explore the American culture and all of the differences from our old life in the UK. So join me as I travel around the States, seeing the sights, eating the food, and meeting the people, with some very special tour guides along the way. And to say thank you to the country that's welcomed my family, I'll be collecting lots of mementos and raising funds for some wonderful American charities. So be sure to hit subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok as I discover the land of opportunity.
Hello, hello, hello. I am in Queens.
This is true.
I've never been to Queens before, but when I posted the other day on TikTok asking for recommendations where to go in New York, I had so many people say, not Manhattan.
It's true.
And it's fair, it's fair. I had so many people say you need to get out of Manhattan, you need to get yourself to Brooklyn, Queens, any of the other places across the river to really experience New York.
I agree. 100%.
And I had a couple of people tag your account too.
I understand why.
Would you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Mike. I create food, experience, family, travel content, New York City and beyond. Born and raised New Yorker. My parents actually lived in the same house I grew up in, 10 minutes from here.
Amazing.
So the reason, and we were talking about this before we came on camera, the reason that Queens and Brooklyn are so amazing is you get that real feel of what New York used to be. Mm-hmm. You get that culture, you get that essence, and that's ultimately what we're going to explore today and show you around and check off all those boxes.
I know, and the fact that people tagged you in my post, I think it was fate, because I love to travel, I love to shop, but number one thing for me is food. I absolutely love my food. I will try anything. So I think we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's walk. And before we start sort of doing the whole tour of Queens and you're going to show me all these spots and we're going to eat all this food, I kind of want to get a little bit of background about you, because I feel, as someone from the UK, a very different country, a very different upbringing, that you have a story that is just immediately interesting to me. So tell me about your life growing up.
So I'm born and raised in Queens. Other than college, which I went to in Western New York, I've been in Queens my whole life. I've been lucky enough to see the world, but the beauty is in Queens, the world is here.
Yes.
This is a cultural melting pot that doesn't exist in almost any other place on the planet Earth. And it's just honestly normal to us to have this diversity, to be in an area where there's so many different foods and languages being spoken. There's always the thing that when I'm away from New York brings me back, is missing that culture. Right, missing that variety of options you have. That there's not many places like this. Where we are right now.
This is literally called Diversity Plaza.
This is.
I mean, how aptly named.
So we're in Jackson Heights in Queens, and the New York Times did an expose on this neighborhood a few years ago, and they suggested that this may be the most diverse place on the planet Earth.
Wow.
There's 170 languages spoken here. And it's just an amazing melting pot of creativity, of food, of culture, of experiences. And it's something that I think everybody needs to experience. You come to New York, you can get that glossy Empire State Building picture.
I've got that one.
Or you can really experience what New York is about.
Yeah, I'm here for that, and I'm really excited to have a tour guide, because I would not even know where to start somewhere like this. It's not somewhere that you find the tourist map.
Across the street.
Is this the first place we're going to go?
This is here. We're going to go get Tibetan momos.
Oh, okay, let's do that first, and then we'll carry on chatting about your story as we move. Okay, so this place, Phayul, is that how you would say it?
Yep.
Phayul. Let's go. Tibetan. I don't think I've ever had Tibetan food.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
There absolutely is. Hi. Tell me what you know about here.
So this has been in the neighborhood, I don't know how long, but a long time. And this is literally, there's tons of momo options in the neighborhood, probably 30, 40 different places that you can go to within 3 or 4 blocks of here. But this is by far one of the best that you'll find.
Amazing.
Get their faces, they don't care. I don't ever even think about that.
Momos. They're just like dumplings. Ta-da! It's a happy man with a momo there. Hey.
These are hot.
They do look like they're going to burn my mouth off.
You might want to wait a minute. Or not.
I'm going to have a nibble. They're absolutely steaming. It's not even as cold as it was yesterday.
No.
Here we go. What did you go for? Beef, was it?
Beef.
I can't remember now.
Ready?
Beef. I'm ready.
So good.
Oh my goodness. That's like a meatloaf inside a dumpling, but with way more seasoning.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's like peppers in there. I hope they gave us napkins.
Yeah, no, I have some in the car too.
Well, it's gone right down my sleeve.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen. It hit me on my sleeve. I'm like, damn it.
Okay, after we have removed all of the Momo juice from down of our sleeves, we're on the road and we are headed out of the Indian area and into the Latino area to try some different cuisines, which I'm very excited about. But whilst we're on the way, something that I really wanted to ask you actually, because you're obviously super knowledgeable about Queens, born and bred. Has any of your family, or have you ever had a desire to leave? Why or why not?
So it's funny, I just talked about this earlier today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that in the coming future, a lot of our generation, like from my age even to mid 20-year-olds, will split their time between a variety of places.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think technology is necessarily matched up with that, like ability to rent an apartment for 3 months.
Yeah.
As you can in a lot of parts of Europe, a lot easier than you can in America. But I think people will split their time between a variety of different things that they like. So we love the woods as much as we love the city.
Okay. Upstate here?
Upstate New York. So I definitely can see us splitting our time. The goal is to split our time between like upstate and New York City.
By season, are you like?
So obviously we have a child, so that's something to think about.
Of course.
He's gonna go to school.
Yeah. It's got to work with the holidays.
So I think eventually he probably ends up going to school upstate.
Okay.
And we, spend whatever time we spend here.
Somewhere in the city almost.
Yeah, or you don't have to go to school every day in the week. I don't care about that, right? Like if you are not in school for a couple of days, because
he's gonna take you up on that, as would every child.
And that's okay, and I'm with it. And there's lines that you grow, but like if we're doing something with value to it, to me that's so more important than what you're learning in the school.
So whereabouts upstate then? Because my husband, as I mentioned to you, and most people that are watching this will know, we met at a summer camp upstate, which was about 3 miles from Bethel Woods, so only about 2 hours north of Manhattan. Are you further up, or?
So I'm further. I desirably want to be further east.
Further east.
So that's like what that would be considered Sullivan County.
Yeah.
I want more so like Ulster County.
Ulster County.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like more heading towards Albany. South of Albany,
And having only been to Sullivan County and not anywhere else upstate, is it the same kind of?
No. It's very different.
Go on, diss Sullivan then. I can sense
No. There's two Americas, right?
Yes.
And that's a different America.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You're just gonna leave it at that. Okay.
Because listen, what people like, that's their own personal choice. It's chocolate vanilla. Right?
Yep. I hear you.
But
I don't get me wrong. I'm not exactly emotionally attached to Sullivan County. By the way, it was a means to a job and a way to explore and everything else. But
right?
it was always going to be a special place. But I'm not rushing to holiday there. Put it that way.
No, listen. I've spent a ton of time there, like camping in Sullivan County,
right?
Because Boy Scouts of New York used to own 12,000 acres up there.
Oh, cool.
So I've spent countless time camping all over that area, and it's nice.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to have a variety of food.
That's fine.
And culture.
You ain't getting out there, no way.
You're not getting it.
I hear you.
You're getting a lot of unseasoned chicken.
Yeah, I mean, don't talk to me about summer camp food, by the way. That's like the worst 7 weeks of my life when I have to eat there. But okay, so where are we going next?
So we're going to a Colombian spot. We're gonna have Colombian Chuzos, which is like a shish kebab almost.
Oh, yum. That sounds like a bit of me.
And they pair it with a little piece of bread. It's called arepa.
Okay, cool. Right, well, we'll see you in Colombia. What is it called? I can't see the sign. Oh.
Los Chuzos y algo más.
Los Chuzos y algo más. Is that like Los Chuzos and more or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
A little bit
Something
from secondary
Algo
school.
mas.
And something else, damn it. All right, after you, you let me in. Colombian food, huh?
Well, Chuzos, not a full Colombian meal.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is very American, I hope you know.
Not at all.
But this is
Yeah.
the whole order through a window thing.
Yeah.
That
You
doesn't
don't-
exist.
No?
No. Occasional ice cream place on the beach would be like this, but no. Otherwise, no. No, not at all.
Like you have to sit down. There's no like to go. Like
There's to go, but not through the window hatch sort of thing.
Dame los chuzos, por favor. De cerdo. Para llevar. Gracias. Y una arepa. Trae con arepa, ¿sí? Sí, está bien. Perfecto.
What happens if you speak English here?
She probably understands.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something that you learned from family or?
I lived in Central America for a little bit
Oh,
during
okay.
college, and like up until that point, I'd taken a lot of Spanish classes.
Okay.
So, and my first wife was Puerto Rican.
Okay.
So you
Just learn
and
off
it's
that.
New York, so like Spanish is.
See,
like
is
the
it?
second
Because
language.
obviously in Florida, it so is. You probably
Yeah.
find more Spanish speaking than English speaking,
Yeah.
to be honest, or American English speaking. But I didn't know that about New York too.
Oh, yeah, it's
Interesting.
So much of like what you'll notice is so much of the people and the culture throughout wherever you go in the businesses. Whether you may see it or don't see it, or in some places, a lot of them back stuff in kitchens.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
a
it
lot
makes
of
sense,
the
right? It's
construction
literally
work, right,
like
yeah.
neighboring.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. But I always just thought it was like Florida, Los Angeles,
No.
you know, the places that are frequented. But yeah, this is super cool. I'm excited. That looks so good. Can you hold it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that smells amazing. What meat is this? Pork?
Like beef.
Beef, okay.
Yeah.
And this is like the little bread thing. Oh no, you're getting burnt again?
It's all right.
What is it with the sleeve sauce?
It's all good. All right, let's just get into it.
Oh, yeah.
So, take that.
What do I need to do? There must be a particular way.
You don't have to do it any particular way.
Take a bread.
But I'd usually, take out arepa, and then I'll take a bite of this, and then
Remember this?
I
Shish
don't even
kebab?
have
I can't
it.
even
I
remember
ate
what,
the whole thing. It
what
was so
cuisine
good.
was this? I already Colombian shish kebab type thing. So my iPhone decided to have a little fit just as I was going, stop filming.
So go for it.
So I'm going to try it
Yeah,
again
yeah, yeah.
for the first time. Wait, where's the bread?
I don't know.
I kept the bread as well, I think. Yeah, I did. Don't get it on your
Yeah,
bonnet.
let's try not to get it on my hood.
Bonnet. Okay, so I bite the chicken. I bite the bread. It's still delicious.
Yeah,
It's slightly cooler,
a little bit.
but it's still delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said that's like, we do a good kebab in the UK. We really do. But I can't quite put my finger on what the flavouring is on that, but it's better.
Yeah.
It's better.
Way
Better than the Turkish kebabs.
Than Nando's or anything of the sorts.
Look, don't diss Nando's, you will
Nando's
turn
is
a whole
trash.
nation against
That's
you.
okay, I'm with it. Garbage.
It's a social.
It's
It's about the social. And the cheap chicken.
the chicken's not even that good though.
Right. It used to be.
That's what everybody says. They're like, oh, it used to be
It did
so
use-
great.
it did used to
like
be.
the chicken's mediocre at best.
It did used to be.
You know. So UK, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. You know it's mediocre. You just don't want to admit it.
All right, where are we headed now?
So right now we're going to Lemon Ice King. That has absolutely delicious lemon ices, which are like water ices, I guess you would call it most other places.
Yep.
And you can see there's a ton of flavors. This place has been here for
Oh, we're
maybe
right
100
here?
years, literally right
Here
here.
I am
Yeah.
filming as if we're going to walk.
No.
We're
And
definitely
in
not
the midst,
walking
like
that far.
we're in the midst of winter right now. And
Yeah.
We're gonna eat some ice.
But we're going to have some ice. Okay, right, let's do this.
Can I get well, decide what you want. Can
Huh?
I get a $3 lemon, please?
Just a taste for me, like I'm filling up out here.
All right. Well, then I get a spoon. I'll give you some of that.
Yeah, sounds good. There it is.
Yum.
Lemon ice. Little palate cleanser.
All right. Here. So take a spoon.
Swap sides.
Ready?
Okay.
I'll take more than that. Take that whole top piece right there. Go for it.
I don't want to drop it on the floor.
It's all right. We got more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's full of sugar.
It's all right.
Oh, that is good. Okay. I appreciate the palate cleanser too, because those two first dishes that we had,
Yeah,
full of flavour,
definitely.
need a bit of refreshment. Okay, I want to hear more about your creator journey, because as we know it now, your page now is quite heavily food content, but I know it didn't start for you like that. So when did it start? How did it start? I'm going to get hit by a bus.
Nah, you're not. It's all right. They don't want to hit you. And if they do, they got good insurance. You'll be all right.
Okay, good.
So I've been creating for about 8 years now. When I started creating real estate content because that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I taught myself how to edit. I did the whole thing, did that for about a year and change. And then I realized that people really only care about real estate content if that's what they do for a living or they're actively involved in a real estate transaction.
Yeah.
You're buying your house, you're selling your house, you're renting an apartment.
Or if the houses that you're dealing with are mansions.
Right, or they watch like real estate porn, like this is what $6 million in Brooklyn looks like, right? But outside of that, nobody cares. So I shifted to telling and creating more like motivational content, because at that time I was running a team of 10. So I would take the lessons I was teaching my agents and turn them into content. Then I hired a full-time videographer, and we would put stuff on, literally, he'd follow me around, we'd put stuff on every network known to be. And this was long before like I was making money as a creator. The content did help make money in the real estate business, like it did help get some new business from that perspective, in some perspective, but I wasn't like making money off of content. And then I got sick of it all and said, fuck it, and totally stopped social media for about a month and change.
Didn't last very long.
No, well, at that point, I really kind of felt like Facebook is where our parents went to complain.
Agree.
Instagram was like everybody living their best fake life.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like this. So then after not creating, I joined TikTok. And this was October 2019. And it felt refreshing because at that point then I knew how to edit.
Yeah.
So I could do everything within the app and very quickly create content and put things out.
Yeah.
And tell short stories that I wanted to tell.
Yeah.
And it was rewarded almost immediately. So.
And your content in the beginning was more of the storytelling, life in New York.
It was more of like New York. It was like New York City fun facts. Food happened pretty early on, but it wasn't the first thing.
Okay.
It was more like what it's like in New York, right? Because New York has always been one of the top international travel destinations in the world, year after year. So it's like, if it's not New Yorkers that love it, it's people that aren't from New York that love New York.
Yeah. So
we did that, and about 2 years ago, this became full-time.
Yeah.
And this is what we do. My wife runs the back end of the business.
Which I think that's such a cool story that you guys have managed to make it full-time for the whole fam.
Yeah, and then like you guys see my son.
Yeah.
If you don't know, my son, I have an 8-year-old and he creates content with me, which you'll see him
Teach
eating
him young.
Yeah.
Teach him young.
It's a hall. You can have like parties and shit.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird building.
It's called Tavern on the Green because it's a T. And it's on the park.
Let me get by this street.
Oh, Tavern on the Park.
Tavern
on the Green is in Manhattan. What am I talking about? It's a Tavern on the Park.
Okay, and then you got your wife involved and you went full-time 2 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
And how has it evolved since then?
So it's, we're deciding to tell different higher level stories. And it's really allowed us to realize that there's so many different ways you can make money.
Yeah.
There's so many different opportunities. And it's just the future of marketing, right? Like we don't watch TV anymore. We watch people on our phones.
100%.
And we just happen to be one of those people.
Yeah, 100%. Why not? Why not get on top of that? And I think people always look at creators and think, oh, well, you've got all your eggs in one basket, for lack of a better phrase. But it's so not the case. There are so many different revenue streams. There are so many different opportunities, and just the network that creating opens up. We talked earlier actually off camera a little bit about some of the connections and stuff that you've made through creating, that there is no way that you would ever run into these people or collaborate in this way if it wasn't for your audience on various platforms.
Yeah, and like we just relaunched. So back when I had a videographer and no real followers, like we had a podcast where we talked to people who make things in New York.
Yeah.
And then when I didn't have the videographer anymore, away went the podcast. So we literally just relaunched it and shot an episode today.
When will that be out? Where can people find it?
It'll be out everywhere, probably YouTube, all shorter forms, in probably the next 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
That's the deadline I'm giving myself. We'll see.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to hold you accountable to that.
Go ahead. Yeah, have fun. But now, like, going to what you're saying, like the guests that I can get now with 500,000 followers across social is different than when I didn't have that.
Without shadow of a doubt. The fact that you even get replies to emails is purely down to audience.
Yeah.
And following and stuff. So did you have, this is something I like to ask any creators when I meet them, did you have that kind of, you're going to hate me referring to this, but that Alex Earl moment? And I don't mean...
What is that?
You don't know who Alex Earl is?
No.
Okay.
Who's Alex Earl?
Alex Earl.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She is a huge creator who just absolutely blew up and had like millions overnight.
Okay.
She started creating in college. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but she started creating in college and one night woke up with like millions of followers, and it's just been going ever since then.
So listen, I think there's somebody that wins the lottery every day.
Right.
She won the lottery.
She won the lottery.
But if your strategy is, I'm going to make it by winning the lottery, you're not going to make it.
No, because it's actually a lot more work than that.
Like that happens for some people once in a blue. Same way somebody wins the lottery.
Yeah.
But I know...
That's a good analogy, actually.
Like anything in this world, like if you just put your head down and work, there's nothing anybody can't do.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I wanted to learn how to dunk a basketball as a 5'9" overweight white guy, I probably could if I put that much effort into it. I don't want to dunk a basketball, but like anything we want to do, we can.
Yeah.
It's just putting in the work and the reps and being able to take it on the chin and like get past the moments that suck.
Yeah. Ride the wave.
Yeah, and most people quit.
Yeah.
Like most people quit at the first few moments of adversity that they have to deal with.
Yeah.
And you know.
And you said for a long time your following didn't grow in the beginning. You had your videographer and we're talking small numbers, but you didn't give up.
No.
You stuck with it. You stayed consistent. You showed up.
Yeah.
And then it's paid off. Now you and your wife are both doing it full time. There's
true.
A bright future ahead.
I agree.
Oh, wow. Green space.
So this is actually the third largest park in New York City. And while we're not going to walk all the way over there.
Of course not.
If you see that building protruding out and the other one around it.
The kind of circular one. And
so that's from the World's Fair. And it was actually in Men in Black.
What's
I don't know.
what's on the agenda? What are we going for?
I'm trying not to get hit. We could go Dominican. This is really good Dominican chicken spot. Not too far from here.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, last stop of the little Queen's food tour. Where we headed?
We're going to La Cabaña for chicharrón de pollo, which is like Dominican fried chicken.
Ooh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, that is steaming hot. That looks so crispy. Okay.
But there's bones in this, so you just got to be careful. Take it one.
Okay. Little mini wings.
I wouldn't quite say wing.
Whoa, good catch. Fast hands.
Yeah. So this is it. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God. What is on that?
I don't know. Deliciousness.
Delicious things. Yeah, I get it. Dominican, right? Dominican.
Chicharrón de pollo. Puerto Ricans will make something similar, but this is Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is Dominican.
It's like a little bit tangy.
Yeah, well, probably in the base of whatever they make on the breading or the pre-breading wash, so on.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Delicious. I need to stop eating or I'm going to be sick. Actually sick.
Oh, well, you don't want that.
Mike was just telling me, I said I needed a pee break and he was like, good luck.
Yeah. It's not that easy to find a bathroom, but we found one.
We found one. We did find one, but it was like that was a solid 5-minute drive.
Yeah.
All these places to eat, you have to have somewhere to
pee.
To pee. Oh damn, that's good.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question that you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Favorite food, or favorite food to eat out?
So I have such trouble with this question because I love so much. There's no one thing that's my favorite.
No, these have all been completely different.
So like, there's probably about a dozen restaurants that I hit up on a regular basis.
Okay.
From like you saw, like pop-in to sit down to grab and go,
Yeah.
to whatever it may be. But favorite, I don't know. I love food. Like I love so many different kinds of food. Like I couldn't even. Like I don't have a favorite pizza place.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many different kinds of pizza.
And they taste so different?
Yeah. Well, so there's like you have your square, which is or Sicilian. Then you have your traditional like triangle slice. And then you have thin crust. So it's like it's all different. It's like it's like comparing.
You can't be pinned down.
No, and that's just pizza, right?
Yeah. There's a whole lot more than pizza here, that's for sure.
Oh,
Wowee.
100%.
I really appreciate you taking the time to show me some of these food spots. I've had the best afternoon.
We've just literally scratched the surface.
I know, that's it.
Literally, you could spend the next year here, right? And eat at a different place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
it's
you
my
still
kind of
wouldn't
place.
have hit everything.
That's my kind of place, people. It really is. You're gonna smash all of that chicken.
Cool.
Thank you very much. And that brings our little Queen's food tour to an end.
Oh wait, no, I gotta do it like this. Sorry, my bad. I didn't even think about that one.
Did you not even think about it? I feel like you've been planning that all day.
No, I have not. But like,
this is a swear in the UK, in case you didn't know.
This just means peace in New York, like peace.
New York. That's the first time your accent's really come out, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed it's not stronger. It sounds stronger in your videos. You put it on.
Maybe a little bit.
Anyway, peace. Whatever. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'm gonna get some more chicken. Bye.